I'm bringing you another video from the division, and in this week's video it's the vendor reset. And have we got some good items this week? So keep watching the video to check what we've got and what my recommendations are on collecting this week. Okay, so starting off in the advanced weaponry vendor in the base of operations this week, we have an enhanced dog A3P here, 21% critical hit chance here. It does come with commanding, brutal, and then responsive there is its free talent, so not a bad looking org here if you do like using them. A little bit low on the 21%, but not too bad, and I would just recommend rolling away commanding it and probably look on putting competent in its place. Also as well, there is an ACR here, 20% enemy armor damage, predatory, dominant and deadly there in terms of its talents. Not the best in terms of its talents, but it could be a good PvE weapon if you need one. And then we have the military M870 shotgun, 313.5% on stagger. It does come with deadly, predatory and then responsive again in its free talent, and I just recommend rolling away predatory there and put in competence in terms of its place. In the special equipment vendor this week in the terminal, we again have our exotic named weapons here as always. Now these list of weapons will always be here every week, although the damage does change on each of them and also the talents that you see. Looking over the exotic named weapons this week, one worth noticing is the Cassidy here, 304.5% on stagger, but it does come with competent, responsive and then broomstick as its talents, so a great Cassidy here. Obviously it is only a two-shotter, but this does work very well if you can get both of these and run it with a Lone Star build. Then you've got two very powerful Cassidys. Also, just a few other things that's worth noting this week. We do have a very nice Sentry Call backpack here, 1257 on firearms, 12,363 on skill power and 54% ammo capacity. Its base armor at 1,173. There is also an Alpha Bridge rucksack here, 1,318 in terms of its armor, rolls on electronics at 1235. It does come with 12,926 health and then 15% bleed resistance as its minor attribute. Also as well worth noting is these Deadeye knee pads, 1,525 there on its armor, 1,257 on its stamina, and it does come with the major attribute there, 8% critical hit damage. So running anything with Deadeye, you're going to want to get a crit hit damage on anything, because obviously you've got that maximum crit hit chance when it does come to in terms of its builds. Also as well, there's not a bad pair of gloves here that you can pick up, a little bit low in terms of the armor as well as the stamina, but it does come with the critical hit chance and health on kill. I just recommend either rolling away the shotgun damage here to SMG, or if you need to, just roll that stamina a little bit higher. Over in the special blueprints vendor in the terminal this week, I will go through the blueprints that are here, and I've already collected these, that's why they're not showing. But we do have the MP7 blueprint here this week, so if you've not collected that MP7 blueprint previously when it was here, you have a chance to collect it this week. Also as well, we have the surplus SVD back again. We do have a pair of firearms knee pads at 256. We also have a heavy magazine spring, which does come with rate of fire and then 2 random slots there, that is level 34. A quick release magazine here with reload speed and then 2 random slots again at level 34. You also have the electronics gear mods, the firearms gear mods, both at level 34s. Also as well then, if you just look at your 229s, you've got the enhanced dog A3P and the military P416 as your 229 blueprints this week. Over in Wolf's Den Safe House this week, there is a very nice tactical ACR here, 23% enemy armor damage, which is the maximum that you can get. It does come with Unforgiving and Responsive. There's its 2 talents, and then Meticulous there in the 3rd slot, but I'd recommend rolling away that 3rd slot there and just putting anything else that you wish, and you've got a very nice tactical ACR that you can look to collect. Over in the Southpaw Safe House, and if you are looking for a prototype stamina mod with 3% skill haste, there is one here this week at 256 stamina. Like I said, with a 3% skill haste there, not a bad mod if you're looking to get that skill haste on your builds. Over in your DC6 safe house this week, we do have a Nomad backpack here. It is 1147 on armor. It's rolled at 1260 on electronics. It comes with 8% critical hit damage and 14% bleed resistance. Also as well here, we do have a Tactician's Authority holster, 967 on armor. It does come with 1265 in electronics there and 6% skill haste as its major attribute. In your DC2 safe house this week, we do have one or two items that's just worth noting. First of all, here is this rapid chest piece, 1955 there on his base armor. Now rapid does decrease cooldown for healing skills by 15%. It is rolled at 1219 there on firearms. It does come with 9.5% exotic damage resilience and 8% skill haste as his major attributes. Its minor attribute then is 23% increased kill XP. Now while the firearms is a little bit on the low side there, if you are looking for a rapid chest piece, it's not too bad, but I would recommend rolling away the increased kill XP there for ammo capacity, and it's not a bad rapid chest piece. Also as well then, we have a sturdy holster here at 919 in armor. Now sturdy does increase armor by 15% when staying in cover for more than 4 seconds, so that's staying in the same cover. It has got 18% there in terms of its reload speed, which I would just roll away there in terms of skill haste. It does come then with 1200 firearms, 1246 stamina and 1239 electronics.
You know you need this.
Over in West 39th Street, which is your DC3 vendor this week, we do have a SOCOM M1A here. It does come with 151% headshot damage there, and it does come with brutal, unforgiving and trained in the third slot there as its talents. I just recommend rolling away trained there and putting anything else you want in this slot, and not a bad M1A there that you can collect. Also as well, we've got an inventive backpack here, 1152 on armor, 1249 on firearms. Now inventive does increase skill power by 15% when you are at full health. It does come with 12,483 there as its major attribute as health, and minor attribute at 14% for disrupt resistance, but I'd recommend rolling that away for ammo capacity. Also as well, you do have a prototype firearms mod here at 255. It does come with 3,269 health, so not a bad firearms mod as well that you can collect in the same vendor. Over in your DC9 safe house this week, a few items to go over, and first of all we'll start with the Banshee's Shadow Mask. Now it does come at 908 in armor. It has got 1250 there in firearms, 8% enemy armor damage is its major attribute, and then you have your minor attribute there at 15% disorientation resistance, so not a bad looking mask at all. You also as well got the Banshee armor here, 1719 in terms of its armor, so on the chest piece, 1242 in electronics. It does come with 7% skill haste and 4% all resistance as its major attributes, and it's got 48% ammo capacity as its minor attribute, so not a bad Banshee's chest piece there. Also as well, we do have a few other items here. We got the Lone Star backpack there, 1222 in electronics, 8% critical hit damage and 15% bleed resistance. A Hunter's Faith knee pads, 1553 on armor, 1227 on stamina, 1610 on health, and then its minor attributes is disrupt resistance, blind death resistance both at 28%, and then shock resistance at 29%. And then we have the Striker's holster there, 1227 on firearms, 944 on armor, and it does come with 4% critical hit chance as its major attribute. Over in the DC8 safe house at your Dark Zone gear vendor this week, we do have another rapid chest piece here, 1902 on armor. It comes with 1235 electronics. It does have 4% health on kill and 6% enemy armor damage as its major attributes, and then as its minor attribute it has 49% ammo capacity. Also as well, we do have a pair of Savage gloves here, rolled on electronics at 1269, and it does come with armor at 971. Now as its major attributes, it's got 4421 there as maximum rifle damage, 6.5% there as enemy armor damage, and 8% skill haste. So not a very bad pair of Savage gloves there, even rolled on the electronic side. So if you are looking for a pair and they are rolled on the electronic side, you've got a good set that you can come and collect from the safe house this week. Still in the DZ8 safe house, but at the special vendor in the back room, we do have a Banshee Shadow Armor here, chest piece, 1744 there on armor, 1267 rolled there on stamina. It does come with 9% exotic damage resilience as its major attribute, 16,526 there on health, and 47% ammo capacity as its minor attribute. We do also as well have a Tactician's Authority holster there, 988 on armor, 1255 on firearms, 1239 on stamina, and 1157 on electronics. It does come with 8,189 as health. And last then on the list, we have the Firecrest gloves, 905 on armor, 1267 on firearms there, so a nice roll on its firearms, 15% critical hit damage, 1194 LMG damage, and 2351 pistol damage. Now they're already rolled pretty high there in terms of the firearms, with the max roll being 1272. You've got a nice critical hit damage here, so I just recommend either rolling away the LMG or the pistol damage, depends on the build and the weapons that you use. Over in your East 58th Street, which is your DZ8 vendor this week, we do have a few items again worth noting here. We do have the rehabilitated mask here. Comes in armor with 930. Now rehabilitated heals for 2% for every second during status effect. It's rolled at 1237 there in terms of its stamina. It comes with 4% health on kill and 9% then damage to elites. We also well have a reckless chest piece here, 1776 on armor, 1265 out of a possible 1272 on electronics. It does come with 4% all resistance and 8% skill haste as its major attribute, and 48% ammo capacity. Also as well, we have a very nice specialized backpack here, 1170 on armor, 1270 out of a possible 1272 there on firearms. It does come with 12751 on health and 56% ammo capacity, so a very nice specialized backpack there. If you haven't got one already, come and collect this. If you do have one, it would be worth just comparing it to what you already have. And then also as well, we got a Steadfast holster here, so health regeneration kicks in twice as fast while you're in cover. 983 on armor there. It's got 1219 on firearms, 1129 on stamina, and 1264 there on electronics, with its major attribute of 7151 on health. Now that's all we got time for this week in terms of the vendor reset, but I think it's been another good reset this week in terms of some very nice God roll items and some nice blueprints in the blueprint vendor you can pick up in the terminal this week. Now I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, why not drop it a subscribe and click that notifications tab so you can keep up to date on all my vendor reset videos. Now thanks for watching, agents. I'll see you all soon. Take care.